Hi, it's so good to look at you. I
Hello.
missed you.
Really? I missed you too.
Okay, I was like, the fuck?
No, I
Yeah.
absolutely missed you. How was your week? What'd you do?
How was how was my
How
week?
was my week?
How was my week? Welcome to Disrespectfully
With Katie Maloney.
and Dayna Kathan.
Unapologetically.
We're here to do what we want to do.
Spilling the tea.
Babe, you're gonna see the power of women. Like,
Disrespectfully.
look, we have a bunch of fun shit to get into today, but obviously at the top of this episode, we're gonna be talking about some not fun shit because that is who we are. It's what you can expect from this kind of place. But overall, the week had some peaks and some pits.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mostly just wondered what you were doing. If you were warm, if you were safe, if you were hitting the buffet. How are you doing?
I was on a boat.
You were on a boat.
I was on a dang boat. I went on the Emo Cruise.
Uh-huh.
And it was a lot of fun, but holy shit, it's draining. It's just a lot of stimulation. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of friends. So it's a lot of fun. But yeah, by the last day, everyone was just sort of blankly staring at each other like, so you're going home tomorrow? But yeah, honestly, I had such a good time. We went to Costa Maya, and got off the boat, went and hung out at the beach, got a nice little sunburn.
I was saying that's so unlike you because we're so good about SPF.
You know when you miss that window of reapplication because you're like just having a good time? That's sort of what happened. I tried to reapply and I did, but then some time got away from me. And the next thing you know, it's over.
YOLO. Out of the 3 destinations you've gone to now, how does it rank? Did you like it more or less? How'd you feel about it?
I've liked all of them equally in the same, but for like different reasons, also depending on the lineup and whatnot. The first year we went, where we went to that island where you literally just got off the boat and went and laid on, it was the best setup. Because the last 2 years, having to get off at a port, arrange like a reservation at a beach club, find a ride to get there. Like it just, like last year, having to take the water taxi to Atlantis and then walk for fucking 20 minutes and then spend $100 just to go sit on the beach wasn't really ideal, but it was still great.
Right.
But yeah, no, we had such a good time.
Nick got you a sick fucking hat. You want to tell him about it?
He got me because when you're sitting on the beach and everyone's walking around trying to sell like little jewelry and like things. So this guy was doing custom hats, like sun hats, big old brim, and he got me one that says disrespectfully around it. We have a picture.
It's so cool.
It's really cool, but yeah, I'm just feeling a little tired. I'm glad that we got home last night because a lot of people if they were traveling through certain states, were getting delays, or some people weren't even going home because like a lot of like Nashville people were there, and Nashville doesn't have power, and it's frozen, and the trees are exploding.
They are exploding. I love the edits right now online that are showing an exploding tree, like someone's jogging past it and they like blow it up Mission Impossible style and then like show them or like their dog going into space.
Oh my God, it's so scary.
Well, and we're traveling through New York on Saturday.
I'm hoping I think by then it's supposed to be better.
I think so too. I don't think we've told anyone where we're going yet. Have we said?
We're going to Turks and Caicos, everybody. I know. I'm really excited. We have an amazing opportunity with some friends who are going for like work stuff, but we get to go just reap the benefits, the fruits of their labor.
He's slipping into madness and I'm reaping all the benefits. I have never been. It's been a dream. We've all, I think, never been. It's a dream destination. We're so lucky. We're so grateful. I mean, we stay being grateful, but I truly am. We're doing a boat day and I actually just found out that they're going to probably have scuba equipment. So Ariana and Dan are going, and Dan also dives because
he does.
Here's the thing. I haven't gone diving in 2 years after I almost, in where the fuck was I? That place that I now hate for that reason. Catalina Island. I don't hate Catalina Island, but I will never dive there again. But a nice, warm, calm place. Like I would definitely be snorkeling. I'm bringing my own personal mask and snorkel because that is how I roll. And the thing is, I'm not an experienced enough diver to ever go alone. That's like the second rule besides never stop breathing because your lungs can explode. Number 2 is dive with a buddy. Mm-hmm. So with Dan being there, I feel really good about it. And I hope I get to end up diving. But worst case scenario, I'll be snorkeling.
Yeah, I just feel like even though we just got home literally late last night and we leave in like 3 days, I'm still like really excited because sometimes you need the vacation from the vacation.
Yeah.
And I just feel that way. I was going to say on the cruise, I forgot to mention some important things. I'm a little tired today. I hosted like a dating game show with Ariel, which was so cute. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what it was going to be because I didn't watch it the year before. So it was a little confusing, but it was cute. I had a good time. I loved having a little. I feel like it gave me purpose to be contributing to the Emo Cruise.
What is this? A love butt?
It was called Ship or Skip, and there was 2 already pre-selected daters, two lovely ladies, and then each of them came up. We introduced them, and then we selected some gentlemen. 3 gentlemen each to come up, and then we brought her up. But there was a partition, so they couldn't see each other. So she asked each one of them questions, and then picked who she wanted.
Where did you host it?
Was
it in an auditorium style?
It was
like
called like the center atrium.
Yeah,
where like it's like sort of like the center of the ship. And I felt bad because of course in an ideal world it'd be people who are like really maybe interested in meeting somebody or someone that's actually single, and they weren't single. But they came up and played anyway. It really pissed me off. Don't do that shit.
Mm-mm.
But anyway.
Not on your watch.
And then we ran into some friends that go on the cruise each year. Michelle, shout out to Michelle if you're listening. But
hi, Michelle.
She was really trying to get me to crowd surf. And I was considering. And she was, I appreciated the aggressiveness because sometimes you need that. But I had also like hit my weed pen a little bit. And so I was like just not in this space for that. I was like, no.
You could put your weed in there too. Here's the thing. If you went crowd surfing not in my presence, I'd be so pissed when you went with your little TBI, the fucking, you trying to be so dramatic, just like left-handed people always trying to fucking
that is not
get attention.
I don't want to be dropped on my head. It does happen.
It does. Remember when I almost fell through the thing and that guy caught me by my hood?
Yeah.
And they're like a little fucking boo-boo? Yeah, absolutely.
Cautionary tale right here.
Well, I'm glad you had a fab time. I'm glad you're home. I feel like you were gone for so long.
It was really long.
I miss Nick Disney too.
Oh,
as I do.
Well, you could see him after this.
We were in the GC. We were in the group chat.
But now I just want to go hang with like my friends. No one else. No overstimulation. Hang out and splash around in some water.
Oh, I'm so excited
and like play some games. But I'm really looking forward to it.
I mean, you know me. I belong under the sea, so I'm really excited. That's where I do my best and my best work. I'm so excited to be in the water and just go swimming in warm, clear water. Again, this has been a dream I've had since lunch, and I am not giving it up now.
We need the sunscreen, please, out in full force.
Okay, here's the thing. I, as an SPF 70 baddie, as the skin of a killer Bella at all times, by the way, last weekend was my last weekend of dry January. I have made it. I'm proud of it. Not that I'm not social still. I really do. Fascism beats you into submission. Part of it is they want us tired and miserable. So I was really feeling it this weekend. Yeah. But I will say on my journey, I've definitely been healthier. I've been feeling better. Sleep is still shit, but like I will be in dental floss on this trip. Let's be very fucking clear. Mm-hmm. But so my suitcase is basically I could bring a little like JanSport backpack and I would have all my clothes. But in a carry-on situation, I bring always just my face SPF 70, but I like 3 cans of spray and I don't have it. So I'm assuming they'll have it for us there. I'm hoping so.
Yeah, we should find that out. Are you really bringing just a carry-on? I don't know.
Absolutely.
I haven't thought about it. I haven't gotten that far.
Of course. It's all bathing. We're going to be in bathing suits the whole time.
The problem is a lot of my face products that I really need aren't carry-on size.
Shout out to Mari Neoskins. I just love her so bad. She did my facial. I'm feeling much better skin-wise. She is so sweet. She gave me, because I told her about my trip, she gave me a little dermatologica little travel kit for so that's nice. So I'm just going to deal with that.
Shout out to Kayla who does my facials. No, she gave me like a whole like skin like routine for like my birthday with really amazing products, and I'm like loving them. So I want to be consistent and use them. So I'm gonna look at the what they are and see if I can.
Bitch, let's be so fucking for real right now. You live in a Sephora. You can find travel sizes in that home. You guys ever seen the Labyrinth? You know that gross little shopping cart monster that she ends up in? That's like literally Katie's house, but with products.
I do regular clean outs now. You would be very, hey. I give you a lot of things.
Of course you do.
Why do you think it's my over consumerism? That's why you reap those benefits as well.
I'm reaping all the benefits. Well, the thing is, also we balance each other out in that way because I'm so scared of things all over the place. Okay, can we?
Should we talk about it?
Can we talk about the state of the goddamn world?
Yeah.
So we can get into more joyful things.
High levels shit.
Let's go high level. High level is ICE executed someone
again.
Alex Preddy on was it Friday, Saturday? I don't know. The days are all going together in Minnesota.
It was Saturday.
I think the episode before this, we were talking about keeping our eyes on Minnesota. The way that censorship is happening, the way it's going to be suppressed, the way we will not stop talking about this until we are kicked off air and sent to the wall. I mean, I am done with people gaslighting and telling me I didn't see what I saw with my own eyes. Let's just talk about a quick facts, okay? High level. He had a gun. It's an open carry state. Where the fuck are all you Second Amendment, right to bear arms, whatever? He had like 6 ICE agents tackling him. We have angles, different angles. His hands were in front of his body. They shot him in the goddamn back. He was executed. I'm not hearing anything else about it. The government is lying to us the way that they're immediately coming online, calling him a domestic terrorist. He was an ICU nurse at a veterans hospital.
I think that's what the most upsetting part, first of all of it's upsetting, but it really upsets me, especially for the families, to have to hear the administration, these government officials get on the TV and call them terrorists and call them aggressives and just complete smear them. Rather than giving condolences, they've just rushed to calling them terrorists. I think that is so upsetting, especially, for the families mostly, but it's just, even for me, I don't even know them, but it's just so incorrect.
I just can't believe what I've been seeing with my eyes. And the fact that we know that both Renee Good and Alex Preddy are not going to see justice is disgusting. I think that you please remember, one of our greatest tools right now is he was holding a goddamn phone, but these people, we're seeing video with our own eyes and they're still lying about it. So please keep recording. It is your legal right. I think more people honestly need to start going live in these moments of,
period, because then people cannot argue that they've been doctored or it's AI or it's edited or there's cuts. I think right now that's what's most upsetting to this administration is witnesses. Because imagine the things that they can lie to us about that there is no evidence of, that there weren't eyewitnesses there for. The way they can boldface lie. How do they sleep at night? I just want to know. How does Caroline Levitt go to bed at night?
I don't know. And also these people that are simping for tyranny. It's just so weird. And I've been really vocal online, and we both have, and I'm not fighting with idiots in my comment section. I'm posting what I post. I'm speaking up because I have a platform. It's not the biggest in the world. I'm paying big attention to those with huge platforms that aren't. Look, I fucking love Beyonce. We know this. She's been in my life since 1997. I am never going to not love Beyonce. I haven't seen Beyonce post anything. I haven't seen Taylor Swift. Trust me,
who will post for 87 different versions of the same album, bombard Instagram with it, but cannot say one thing.
Because I think people sometimes critique me about that. Look, I love Beyonce. Yeah, she's a billionaire. That goes for her too. No ethical billionaires.
No.
I think that when people have huge influence, when their job is literally called an influencer, you have influence. People are so fucking worried about their bottom line. And I mean, I said this in my caption. We as consumers have the power in a capitalist society. You are giving audience to these people. I'm just so fucking done with all of it. It's deeply upsetting. If your nervous system is shot right now, just know that we're so grateful for the coven and this collective audience. We feel it. We're feeling the same thing, and we just want you guys to know.
Yeah. And again, I know it's scary because of the censorship that's happening right now and the threats being made that if you are saying anything negative, that there will be repercussions, which is a scary thought. And, based on what we've seen so far, it's that could...
Sorry, wrong pipe going.
That could absolutely be true. But okay, if that's what you want to be scared of, but what people are going to yell at. I don't know. I locked down my Instagram. You cannot send me a message. You cannot tag me in things. You can't even comment on things. And I've started doing this slowly over the last 6 months. And it has been really freeing to still be vocal and talk about things I want to see without the fear of what Joe Blow Schmo from, somewhere I have never been has to say about me.
When I go into my requests and I see, someone starting out by calling me a dumb or whatever, that's your prerogative. That's your First Amendment. I just delete it. I'm not engaging with that. I'm not giving time to it. Look, fascism is here. It's been here. We're going to keep chatting about it till the cows come home, until, like I said, until we can't anymore. But I mean, do you think we're on some lists? I think I'm probably on a list or two, but I'm just a girl.
Really?
Yeah. So,
but it's at the end of the day, the list you're going to be on is the right side of history.
Correct. And also, it's just you guys, we're all going down with this ship. So I would rather go down trying and fighting. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. We're thinking about Alex's family. I'm just absolutely fucking crushed.
His parents who had to find out the way they did, yeah. Anyways, we can bring it up a little
Should
bit.
we kick this thing up a notch? I think that a quick transition, everyone should check out my Soprano sweatshirt. I think it's the first time where I'm going to give a minute. I'm going to give a minute for this because you guys, this is the cool. Look at my sleeves.
Point out the Taco Bell sauce.
Well, I wiped it off before we started this. I had some. I know Taco Bell mild sauce when I see it.
But it like I feel like it really adds to the vibes. I just love Tony front and center.
Here's the problem. Oh, so sexy. Here's the problem. Unfortunately, it is the bottle of wine a night and Taco Bell in terms of the changes in my body. So I've learned that over the last month, but we're doing good. We're doing good. Listen, it's 2026 and I'm over TMJ, honey. That's why this year I'm using Remi. If you're part of the 30% of Americans who grind their teeth like me, then your smile needs protection too. Make it your year by grabbing your own night guard.
Remi's custom night guards are clinically tested and FDA cleared to prevent teeth grinding, reduce jaw tension and facial muscle strain, and improve sleep quality.
You'll get the same professional quality and comfort as a night guard from the dentist, but Remi costs you 80% less and is much more convenient than having to go into the dentist office.
So here's how it works. Remi will send you the impression kit right to your door with step-by-step instructions on how to get your perfect impression.
Then Remi ships you your custom fit night guard made right in good old Las Vegas to wherever you are. So pop the night guard in, baby. Protect your teeth.
Exactly, Diva. No waiting rooms, no overpriced bills, just a better way to protect your teeth while you sleep.
Start the new year right and use code DISRESPECTFULLY to get 50% off your purchase of a new night guard. That's 50% off at shopremi.com/disrespectfully with code DISRESPECTFULLY. Thank you, Remi, for sponsoring this episode.
Starting the year with a wardrobe refresh? Quince has you covered with luxe essentials that feel effortless and look polished. They're perfect for layering, mixing, and building a wardrobe that lasts. Their versatile styles make it easy to reach for them day after day.
Quince has all the staples covered, from soft Mongolian cashmere sweaters that feel like designer pieces without the markups, to 100% silk tops and skirts for easy dressing up, to perfectly cut denim to everyday wear. Their wardrobe essentials are crafted to last season after season.
Their Italian wool coats are real standouts. They're beautifully tailored, soft to the touch, and built to carry you through years of wear, not just one season. The quality shows in every detail, the stitching, the fit, the fabrics. Every piece is thoughtfully designed to be your new wardrobe essential.
And like everything from Quince, each piece is made with premium materials in ethical, trusted factories, then priced far below what other luxury brands charge.
My most recent Quince purchase, you ask? A Mongolian cashmere fisherman crew neck. I got it in black because we love black over here. And it's become an immediate wardrobe staple. The quality is amazing. Plus, you can dress it up, dress it down, but always stay cozy and chic. I cannot recommend it enough.
Refresh your wardrobe with Quince. Don't wait. Go to quince.com/disrespectfully for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/disrespectfully to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/disrespectfully. Now that the holidays are over, you might be feeling like you got a big spending hangover. The drinks, the holiday food, the gifts, it all adds up. Luckily, Mint Mobile is here to help you cut back on overspending on wireless this January with 50% off unlimited premium wireless.
Who wants to pay full price for wireless? Not me, honey.
Not me, honey. You can't catch me paying full prices for wireless.
Great, because Mint Mobile's end of year sale is still going on, but only until the end of the month. Cut out big wireless's bloated plans and unnecessarily monthly charges with 50% off 3, 6, or 12 months of unlimited.
All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts.
This January, quit overspending on wireless with 50% off unlimited premium wireless. Plans start at $15 a month at mintmobile.com/disrespectfully. That's mintmobile.com/disrespectfully.
Limited time offer, upfront payment of $45 for 3 month, $90 for 6 month, or $180 for 12 month. Plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. Taxes and fees extra, initial plan term only. Less than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com. What are we jumping? We have
daddy list.
We have a lot to talk about.
Do you want to do some daddy?
I think that's a great way to kick it up a notch. Would you like to go first?
First thing on my daddy list, based on the cruise life, the soft serve ice cream. Simple, delicious. Are you like a solid vanilla, solid chocolate, or you swirl?
Yuck. I am a chocolate for days.
Oh, you don't swirl?
I don't swirl. I do a Neapolitan shake it in and out, but that's it. No.
I like a swirl moment.
Why would I want to dilute my chocolate? Absolutely not.
I don't know.
I mean, to each their own.
You know, sometimes I get down on just straight up chocolate too, but I guess when it comes to soft serve, sometimes I just want, if I'm going to do one single though, I like a vanilla.
So that's the thing is you'll eat vanilla. So it makes sense to me.
You won't eat vanilla?
No.
Okay, that's wild. Second thing on my daddy list is people using their platforms to speak out. Was that on your daddy list too?
No, it wasn't, but I obviously concur.
I think at this point, I think it's great. And again, even if it's people that have been relatively quiet throughout the years, there's no better time to start than now. So that's real daddy behavior. And then I thought I had a third one, but I don't know. Go ahead if I remember it.
I actually have a lot today. So earthquake camaraderie. So when there's an earthquake, it's really exciting stuff. And obviously we don't want like the big one, but at the same time, I'm sorry, when you're jostled awake at night and then you're just texting your friends and you're like, did you feel that? Of course we all felt it. But I just think I will say I got rid of Twitter when that fuck ass took it over. And I do miss going right to earthquake Twitter and just all feeling it together. You know what I mean? There's just a sense of like togetherness. It's an LA staple. I really like it.
Yeah, it gives us all something to talk about. We're all like, it's a very exclusive club.
It is exclusive. Hilary Duff. Okay, so I will say celebs being in on the joke in general, but Hilary Duff has been touring. I don't know how big it is or whatever, but she did her little. It was like a GMA from the early aughts where she had this ridiculous choreo. It was very Julia Stiles and Save the Last Dance.
Yeah.
How we all thought like her ballet thing at the end just ate, and now looking back, we're like, this is ridiculous. So she did the choreo, like, and just like Dula Peep always does her like thing too. I love when they get in on it. It's like Katy Perry. Send that bitch to space in a negative way, but like she isn't in on the joke. And so it's like people, you guys be in on the joke.
Yeah.
You got to do it. For someone who, by the way, I'm from Seattle. I found out on Sunday that the fucking Seahawks were in the finals and they're going to the Super Bowl. Had no idea. Didn't even know we were close to the Super Bowl besides, obviously Bad Bunny. But I love seeing what fantasy football punishments are. That's on my daddy list.
I didn't know that was a thing.
So usually men, they have fantasy football teams. Trayvon, do you do fantasy football?
I do not.
Probably because you have a life. But the thing is, they do these like fantasy football teams. Again, most of them should just kiss. But they have different punishments. And I saw one the other day. This guy, his punishment was he had a giant baked beans puzzle. It was just beans. And they put him in a closet and he couldn't come out until with a headlamp on, and he couldn't complete it. Like, they're so funny and creative what they come up with. I don't think it should be for cash. I think it should be for funny punishment.
Yeah, that's wild.
And they fed him baked beans all day, which I would love. But
how long was he there? How long did it take him?
I don't know. Over time, people were getting in the closet with him to help because they felt so bad. It was horrible. Like, it was a long time.
Yeah.
So I loved that. Two more. I have been really stuck. Unfortunately, I can't remember his name. There's a guy that does ballet point shoe fittings.
I've come across those videos. I love them.
Love them.
Ballet TikTok in general, like with them breaking in their shoes and all that, like I'm stat for it. I don't do ballet. I never did point.
I quit right before point. My sister did it all throughout. She was a beautiful dancer, did it all throughout high school. It's like I have that a little bit, but I quit. I was a tomboy. I didn't want to do that. But there's something so incredible. In general, I'll say let's put on the daddy list people that are an expert in something and want to share their knowledge. I just love when people know, like he knows the shit out of point shoes. And even the way he'll be like, parbouré, like do this for me. And like the way they just know it, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And then finally, I'm not like a fucking fashionista like you are, but I can appreciate certain designers and certain things. I have such an affinity for Schiaparelli. I just think in terms of real art and clothing,
so
and
great.
They just had their spring summer couture show. Alex Consani obviously walked. She's so goddamn beautiful. But I just love how creative and funky and out there that they are. It's David Rosenberry, I think. Also, his sister is on TikTok.
Sister, is she? Yeah.
Constantly giving us the behind the scenes, which I love. But I just appreciate Schiaparelli as a whole. I think it's such a cool
Every
designer.
time I see it when it's on the red carpet, it always ends up being my favorite. I'm like, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great.
I do too. You guys, if you remember the Tara's World drama we were talking about, the halter top, Tana Mocho found that halter top and bought it and made a TikTok with it, and it's funny and incredible. What a great way to clown someone on that. Chad Frankie, I thought this was really interesting. Ruby Frankie's son, we've obviously talked about that quite a bit, is he has journals from that time in his life, and he's going through and reading them. And he's basically talking about how indoctrinated he was in it. So find him on social media if you're interested in following along in that journey. I thought you'd think this was interesting.
What?
There's a brand called Zoologist, because we talked about the outer space perfume. They have a T-Rex one that apparently smells like dinosaur bones.
What are the notes in that?
You know what? I should look into that one because I don't know the notes, but maybe we should get our mitts on some of that real quick because we talked about it. Amanda and Kyle announced their split. Thoughts?
It's sad no matter what when a couple breaks up. You know, I was like reminiscing about time spent with them, but I also am so supportive and here for it because I think she deserved better, honestly. So I'm very excited for her journey moving forward, her single life. Don't worry about dating, but I'm excited just to like see her like really flourish.
So because I don't watch Summer House, I had never seen this before. There's a clip where he goes, I haven't flirted with another woman in months. And she goes, we've been together for 3 years. So I am mostly happy for her. It's probably the best for both of them. We're not celebrating. Like it's hard whenever that happens, but happy for her. 2 more.
Okay.
Suni Williams, the astronaut that remember was stuck in space. We had a big boner about that for a while. Is retiring from NASA after 27 years.
Good for her. I would, if she was like going to go on another mission, I'd be like, babe, think about it.
Yeah. So we're glad that she's back on Earth and retiring. You put in the work. Congratulations. Incredible. Final one. I don't care what you say about this. On Katie's birthday, I got her some balloons. They were 40. They were different colored pinks. They were a deeper pink and a pastel because I couldn't fucking find them. I was rushing in the morning. That was the best I could do. Brought them to her birthday. The next morning, one of you sent in a photo at Sir, at back alley of Sir, the exact 40 with the exact color difference in pink. The difference was there were some balloons attached to it. It is across town. I just think this quinky dink is too much. Did someone come in your space and get the balloons? Like it's
that did not happen. You don't think that it's possible that somebody lives in the valley and went to a 40th birthday at Sir
with the 2 different pinks?
Yeah, that's all they had. You said they didn't have the same. So it's very likely.
They went to my Ralph's. I don't know, man. It was either way. It's pretty geeky.
No, it's funny. It's a funny coincidence, but it's definitely not the same balloons.
I don't know, man. That is, but those are our circle backs, and stop acting like that isn't part of our show. Okay.
I'm not acting like that. I just wanted. Did you watch the free solo climber climb the building?
So I didn't watch it live, but I watched it retrospectively. Did you?
No, I was on a boat.
Oh, you were on a boat. Okay, that's true. Have you watched it since?
No, I haven't been able to. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to be with my ass clenched for an hour and a half watching this man. I'm just, the way he does it with such ease and comfortability, the way he'll just like take breaks and just look over the edge of a building without any, like, I'm scared to look out a window if it's really high up.
Yeah, but he's built different. There's something wrong with him, like in a way that obviously it enables him to do that. Did you watch the documentary? It was from 2018 called Free Solo.
Oh yeah.
So I watched that too. But after I watched the skyscraper one, he got on my radar on TikTok. So he is an example of someone who's an expert in something that I like.
Yeah.
I would never free climb. I don't really care about that. But he is interesting to listen to about it and his training. The thickness of his fingers is crazy, and like his Popeye's arms with his like eating spinach and his,
because he will pull himself up by his fucking fingertips.
I mean, it's crazy what he's able to do. He did El Capitan in Yosemite without ropes, so that to me is, I guess, would make sense about being harder, because on the skyscraper he was able to take breaks.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have a couple thoughts about this. So we talk about this in terms of splunkers, who, you know, like cave divers with some guy with a wife and kids at home, and he goes into like devil's pussy hole, and it's like no one's ever survived. Let's jump on in.
Yeah, no one's ever survived this dive.
So what do you think about that angle of it?
That does, and the thing is, I hate to say this, but I feel like those people typically end up dying doing those types of things. It just happens. I mean, you put yourself in those positions, statistics, you know what I mean? So it does kind of, that bit of it upsets me because it's just like they'll never prioritize seeing their family grow up over doing something that they love.
Do you know who Shane McConkey is?
No.
He was an incredible skier, base jumper. He died, I think it was in Italy. He was coming off a cliff that was just a little too low. He came off, his ski got caught in his parachute. He died instantly. It's very sad. He had a young daughter and wife.
Yeah.
And not to be, that we ever want those outcomes. Here's my thing about it. It is an ego thing because why don't you just put on the fucking rope just in case? I get it's like pushing the limits and you're doing a one of a kind thing. But like, I mean, watching it even retrospectively, knowing what the outcome is going to be, there were parts that were like so hard to watch.
No, absolutely. I was watching, because there was on TikTok, there were certain like bits of it that were posted. And there's one part where he was like doing like the bouldering, kind of getting up over a section of the building. And it just was like, I was like clenching the whole time. I mean, the amount of like studying he probably has to do of the structure and every angle of it. And then also like the wind. And I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into it rather than him just being, all right, let's go. But he does kind of have this like nonchalantness about him. We were talking about what he was listening to. And he goes, it's like, rock music was Tool. He's like, just music. He's like, I don't know. It was going in and out. So I was really just doing my thing.
He is the most nonchalant person of all time. It was funny. He was
How do you be nonchalant but to free climb just a building?
He got like 3/4 of the way up the building and he was like sick. And when he got to the very top, he was like so cool and took a selfie. So that was I mean, cool to see. I think his poor wife was like, I don't usually like to watch this. The other aspect of it, I know that Netflix is trying to get into live streaming, and it is kind of cool. I mean, we love that they have podcasts now. Mm-hmm. We would love for them to host us at some point. I think though people were saying, there was a 10-second delay on it, but there is something about, I think, less about Netflix and more as us as a people of watching something knowing that someone could die.
What is that?
So why? Yeah, I was.
Why are we like this?
Yeah,
I don't know. I used to get the same excitement out of watching. Remember when David Copperfield would do his like televised things? But no one was gonna die. Maybe David Blaine when he was doing the thing where he was all like chained up underwater.
Isn't that how what's his fuck died?
Houdini.
Harry Houdini. Yeah. Didn't he drown in milk? I can think of like very few things more than milk I'd want to drown in. By the way, yuck. But yeah,
I don't know why as a society we're so keen on like watching people brush death.
I don't either. I mean, and I get because it's in the same way that like I'm obsessed with Titanic. Like it's just the things that you would never want to experience or would experience. So it is interesting. And kudos to him. He did it. People think he's an asshole. I think he's just so nonchalant.
I guess it's like windows into things that you'll never do. Same thing with like reality TV. People like it because it's just like the life and the lifestyles of some of the people on the shows are so extreme and so different from your life. Even other show like that fucking Palm Beach show. Like I don't like or identify or relate to anyone on that show, but it is a car crash, that you can't look away from. Similar to even like shows like Yellowstone and Landman, they cover like industries and areas of life that like are so removed from who I am and all that, but it's entertaining to me. I don't know.
Yeah. I think overall it was interesting watching his backstory on free soloing. Mm-hmm. I'm just this way. Like I love looking at people's net worths and all kinds of shit. So I looked up, apparently he was reportedly paid by Netflix around $500,000. And then North Face is one of his biggest annual sponsors. He was obviously covered in it. He said like, it's to be fair in terms of what other sports people get paid. It's painfully small, but he also was like, I would have done it for free. So I thought that was an interesting little tidbit.
For free?
For free? It's worth going back and watching. I mean, it was an interesting distraction from the hellscape that is, what was currently going on.
I have a question for you.
What?
Can you hit the Dougie?
You know what? I used to be able to. At my college graduation, when it cuts to you, everyone's like smiling and waving at their family. I did the Dougie.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm really excellent at doing the jerk. I can still do that.
Which one's the jerk? Oh. Wow, that is pretty good. I have got 2 left feet and no rhythm. So
That's true.
you will not see that from me.
No.
But I've been following this guy's journey on TikTok of hitting the Dougie, or every day attempting to hit the Dougie until he can. And other creators who do dance or a little bit more choreographically inclined have been coming on and like giving him tutorials and helping him out. But like, he just posted day 30 and he's gotten so good. I feel so happy and proud of him. And I think it just is also an example of like, if you want to do something, doing it for a little bit each day, like you can actually accomplish it. And it's as small as hitting the Dougie, but I can't do that. And he learned how in a month.
I used to be able to not look chuggy, but like, I mean, I love what you're saying in building upon a skill. That's incredible.
I know. So I'm trying to think, I'm like, what is something that is attainable that if we just did for 10 minutes a day, like learning a language, probably something.
Whippets? I'm just kidding.
Jumping rope is like one of those things that's like does require just a little bit of skill and practice, and eventually over time you get better.
I used to absolutely fucking eat up jump rope for heart. I feel like
I
feel like we used to like, why were we all professional? First of all, we're like coding on MySpace. We're doing, those little the routines at assemblies and shit. I used to be like, why don't we do that anymore?
I don't know, but I same thing when they would do like the jump challenge where you just like the last person standing jumping.
And I used to fucking love double dutch. I'm like, what was I doing?
I don't know.
I could not picture you jump roping.
Thanks. Thank you.
Could you picture you jump roping?
I'm very uncoordinated, so you were correct on that. I would try to do it for like cardiovascular reasons, like
really
at the gym, and just do like 30 second, like as fast as I could. But like, damn, when that rope got caught, you get a nice whipping.
I will say, I tried doing it not that long ago, and it's definitely it was more intuitive back in the day. I was just doing all kinds of tricks when we're like on our little weird square scooters, running over our fingers and kicking our ankles with razor scooters. Kids today will never know. Do they even jump rope anymore?
Or
doing that on Roblox?
The skip it, the razor scooters. Like we wanted hazards. We wanted to get hurt.
I know we have some younger. How old are you?
23.
Oh
my fucking God. You guys, children, do you know what a skip it is?
No.
Oh my God.
Okay, it's this thing where on one end it had like a little circle thing so you could put your foot through it and wrap it around your ankle. And then it had like a little bit of a leash, a plastic leash with this like heavy, like sort of weighted ball mechanism that you would whip it around and jump with the other foot. So you just have to skip it.
And it would it would keep tallies, and it was a blast. I was having the time of my goddamn life.
I could go for hours.
We love to skip it. Also, an incredible recipe to fall and bonk your chin. But I mean, I would take it any day. It's so funny to think of how like, oh my God, backwards jumping, backward like this, and like they would. You remember the little charts they would have of like the different tricks, and you'd be like, sick.
Yeah, same with that, and also let's add yo-yoing.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's a skill that we could do. Practice for like 10 minutes each day. There's this creator online who does like yo-yos to like hardcore metal music and stuff, and it's really entertaining to watch. He's so good.
That would be a good one that I think we could both.
Pretty daddy, yo-yoing.
Yeah.
Walk the dog.
I mean, there's that little fucking nerd on TikTok that always is like doing shit to Jack Harlow, like doing like what's the thing that's I would never be able to do, a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, yeah.
He like is doing that and he's like really smooth with it. And I'm like, I could see him yo-yoing.
When people can do solve a Rubik's Cube in under a second, yeah, they're built different.
They're built different also, but speaking of like left-handed people seeking attention, it's like in the same way. I'm like,
you're still trying to call me out? Okay, another question for you.
You're not fucking left-handed.
I know, but you said that you were talking about my TBI.
That's true.
Another question for you.
What?
He's a 10, but has a strange addiction.
I know exactly where you're going.
She's a 10. They're a 10. Whatever.
I mean, well, depends on what the strange addiction is, but I know exactly where you're going with this.
Let's say it's something that is, like consuming your food through your nose and a straw exclusively.
Does she do it through her nose?
Yeah.
I thought she did it through her mouth.
No, she goes through her nose.
Have you ever had water up your nose? It's a deeply uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah. And she hadn't told the guy that she was dating about it and then revealed it to him. And he was like, had a very normal reaction that most people would have, just like, are you okay? And like, that can't be safe. And also, what the fuck? And she was very upset about it. She was like, it almost felt like it was him with the strange addiction. And I mean, we listen and we don't judge until you start snorting your food.
I mean, it's even like, this is a gross one, but when you yak and you get stuff in there, it's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You know this about me. It's part of the reason I don't really watch reality TV. My threshold for cringy, tense moments, I didn't finish it because I couldn't. Because I couldn't even watch him finding out. Did she do it with the grits?
Yeah, she blends everything up.
I just think we've lost the plot with My Strange Addiction. It used to be fun, like eating your husband's ashes and like different
Watching
things.
this girl eat raw ground beef. Oh yeah, she was at a nail salon, and of course this was for the rage bait of it all. But
a nail
sitting, getting a pedicure, eating a tray of ground raw beef, and then afterwards she goes, "Well, maybe I want a manicure." And the woman's like, "No fucking way, am I touching your fucking fingers after you just had them all up in the raw meat?"
Also, does no one remember mad cow disease? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. And of course she had built up such an immunity to E. coli being in her systems that they're like, if you ever get sick and need antibiotics, they're not going to work.
Oy.
So while she may have never become ill from the E. coli, it is built up a resistance to antibiotics. That's fucking terrifying.
I mean, I'm really scared of everything, but like C. diff, it's when your gut turns and it's antibiotic resistant.
Yeah.
Also, there's a whole program about antibiotic stewardship because we do abuse them and it's a public health concern for everyone. Real quick sidebar, and then we're going to get to vabbing. You guys, last night I was trying to fall asleep. Look at this. Do you see these two little dots? What is that?
It's a bat.
You guys, I was trying to fall asleep last night. What is that? I don't think I've been around any bats, but you never know.
They don't look like punctures. They just look like little raised bumps.
Perfectly bat-sized apart. Last night I was already having trouble sleeping.
What about, does Laszlo have little bangs like that?
No, hers, and I would remember it, and hers are farther apart. But anyway, that is not helping me sleep. You want to tell them what vabbing is? Buckle up, people.
Also on My Strange Addiction, there's this girl who's addicted to vabbing, which means she takes her fingers, puts them in her pussy.
Which is how she described it, too.
That's what she said. She goes, up my pussy, and then rubs it on her body as if it's like putting her scent and her pheromones and her smell on herself. And this is where it just goes too far. Yeah, I understand people eat weird shit and that's disgusting, but it's like, this is like, would you ever do anything like that?
Of course not. And let me tell you, that's like just nothing I would be a part of. Here's the thing. Pheromones don't need you to do anything like that. It's
pheromones
a natural chemical
They
thing.
secrete out of your glands.
So she's basically like, feel the steam heat, goes in there. She's on a date. She goes to the bathroom, does it. And again, I had to scroll past. It's so disturbing. Have you ever been in a ladies' room? I wouldn't want to be smelling that way.
Sometimes it's like they left their whole pussy behind.
Right. And we're not judging. We
No,
listen, we don't judge. But,
hey,
but I am judging.
We are here to talk about it and we're here to offer some suggestions and some solutions, but it's perfectly natural. But like, what are we doing?
Sorry, I think that is repulsive. It's so weird. And the fact that it even has a name, I wonder, you know what we should check? We should see if there's a vabbing Reddit. I bet there is. Like, is there a community of vabbers?
Oh, God.
Do you think you ever hugged one?
How could you?
If you hugged someone and then you found out they were doing that, I would bitch slap them. That is so gross.
I don't know. I'm gonna do like a deeper dive on the vabbing community, but I just think, we gotta really hone in on the hygiene, folks. There's people not taking baths out there, and there's people rubbing their puts juice on their skin.
I know. How dare us? We're like talking about men's ass cracks and the way they don't wash, which a lot of, not all, but some are gross. And then we just have the ladies out here really, we shouldn't be doing that. Also, really quickly.
Like, you just want everyone to sample the goods? Just catch a whiff of it?
But again, it doesn't.
Sorry, this is getting gross. We'll move on from it. But your answer would be if someone had a strange addiction. I'm talking strange addiction. It's a no.
A 0.
It's a no for me too. It'd be a bummer, but I don't care how hot you are. If you're rubbing your vagina juice on yourself, it's a done.
I don't need that. I don't need all that.
If you're snorting a burrito through your nose, it's a done.
I just can't get over the sensation of that, of how bad it hurts to have something up your nose.
She made avocado toast and then put it in a blender and then snorted it. She made the toast, spread it all on there. She didn't just put the ingredients in. She actually made the physical toast and then blended it up.
Ugh.
Yeah. Are you tired of waking up hungover and worrying about what happened last night? Now you can have some fun and relax without any regrets with Willie's THC-infused social tonic.
Willie's is perfect for unwinding after a long day, socializing without alcohol, getting creative, and so much more.
It's so nice that there's finally an alcohol alternative that actually works. With an uplifting, euphoric buzz, I can finally feel relaxed and carefree without any negative side effects.
A lot of non-alcoholic alternatives promise a great feeling, but they don't really deliver that buzz. But with Willie's, you'll finally feel chill and euphoric in only like 15 minutes. That's huge.
So huge. Plus, it's a great way to switch out alcohol in your routine. And get this, the coolest part is crafted by the icon legend girl boss himself, Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson, inspired by Willie's way of living where peace flows freely, hangovers are a thing of the past. It's a low-cal, low-sugar alcohol alternative that actually works, delivering a fast-acting, euphoric social buzz without the regrets that come with alcohol.
Willie's social tonics come in 5 milligrams and 10 milligram doses with a best-in-class flavor experience, so smooth and balanced, you'll barely realize you're drinking a THC product at all. You can enjoy the tonics as a shot, sipped over ice, or mixed into your favorite mocktail. One shot of Willie's helps you relax, unwind, and de-stress.
And Willie sold out 3 times in the first 6 months with over 50,000 happy customers. But get this, they just restocked. Willie ships directly to your doorstep in 40 plus states, so you can feel as free as your favorite highwayman wherever you are.
Order now at drinkwillies.com and use code disrespectfully for 20% off your first order and free shipping on orders over $95. And enjoy life in the high country. Post-holidays is when everything slows down a little. More time at home, more couch time, and honestly, a lot more time snuggling with Butter and Gordo.
Meanwhile, Laszlo, fully supervising from across the room. Judging though, always judging.
My dogs are genuinely a grounding force. Like if I'm stressed or spiraling, they're immediately there, on top of me, next to me, involved. So when I started giving myself that fresh start, slow down energy, I wanted to do the same for them.
And that's when Katie switched to Ollie, which honestly looks like real food, not mystery kibble.
Ollie delivers fresh, human-grade meals made with real ingredients and 5 slow-cooked recipes. It actually smells like a warm, comforting meal just for dogs. And Gordo and Butter are very into it.
Very into it. The food is developed with vet nutritionists and culinary experts, and even picky eaters get excited at mealtime, which feels rare.
I also love how easy it is. Ollie builds a tailored meal plan for each dog. The portions are perfectly measured, and everything comes in mess-free packaging with a scoop and a storage container so your fridge doesn't smell weird.
Plus, the Ollie app gives you access to on-demand health readings with real experts, which is such a nice peace of mind feature.
Your dog's well-being starts with their food, and that's why Ollie delivers fresh, human-grade food that your dog will love. Head to ollie.com/disrespectfully. Tell them all about your dog and use code disrespectfully to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today.
Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box, so if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/disrespectfully and enter code disrespectfully to get 60% off your first box.
Dana, we've got to talk about how much we love Honeylove right now.
You're so right, Katie, but when are you not? Honeylove is an independent female-founded brand. All Honeylove products are intelligibly designed by women who actually wear them, including founder Betsy, who is highly involved in the development of each product.
Honeylove recently launched their new crossover contour bra, which features their best-selling wireless crossover bra design, plus built-in molded light foam pads for extra support and a beautifully contoured shape.
And they also just launched their new Cloud Embrace bra, which sold out in days. It's a modern wireless t-shirt bra with sturdy, light padded foam cups that feel like a cloud against your skin. It's a wireless bra for people who love underwire. The style is bound to sell out again, so don't wait to try it.
Honeylove bras are supportive and wire-free thanks to bonding technology that lifts without underwire. You deserve a bra that's lightweight and comfortable without sacrificing support. A great bra is a foundation for any great outfit. Start every outfit with Honeylove and elevate your style.
Honeylove shapewear is designed to move with you. Say goodbye to pesky shapewear that rolls down as you hit the dance floor. With targeted compression to enhance your curves instead of squeeze them, it's shapewear designed to work with your body, not against it.
Honeylove products feature lingerie-inspired design details that you'll want to show off and high-quality fabrics that feel like a dream against skin.
Treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market. Use our exclusive link to save 20% off Honeylove at honeylove.com/disrespectfully. That's honeylove.com/disrespectfully. After you check out, they're going to ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Experience a new standard and comfort and support with Honeylove. I have a question for you.
No.
Do we need to delete TikTok?
I don't know.
This is a real problem. So
why? What is? I'm not understanding. So I'm understanding a lot of creators are having a problem with like the uploading, and also now that there's like a new level of censorship, while they will not allow you to post anything if it says Epstein in it. So,
which I'm so glad you brought that up. Government, by the way, killing us. Those Epstein files must be bad. We need to keep the pressure on that. Let's get them unredacted immediately.
The level of distraction that's happening just to get us off the subject is cuckoo.
So Larry Ellison, that twat, horrible billionaire, evil, the whole paramount of it all. You go do your own research on Larry Ellison and the Ellison family. We need to be taking a look at this. I mean, it was never about China having our information. It's complete bullshit. They now have 80% ownership over TikTok. He's in with Stephen Miller, that whole crew. So I think there is going to be a new level of censorship. I do think there's truth to people saying you're seeing content you've already seen and liked. It's because it's what's getting scrubbed. I think that in what I've been talking about on TikTok and the climate of the world, I do think some of it's not getting pushed out. I think that they're going to be using it for evil in terms of monitoring us and I'm not even hyper paranoid about, oh, they have our information. Like, we willingly give these things.
Like there's satellites that can like see our full everything everywhere we move. Like, it's really not about that.
Right. I do think that this feels different, and it's probably better for my brain if I delete it anyway, but I am optioning that. Megan Salters was just talking about it and giving the reasons. They're, keeping track of people's political beliefs, religious beliefs, sexuality, all the things.
Yeah, it's kind of weird in that regard. Before, it's like, the targeted ads, great, make my life easier. There's no ethical.
You love a targeted ad.
There's no way to ethically consume in a capitalist society. Just like there's no ethical billionaires. Right. But so I that part didn't mind me. But yeah, people them trying to keep tabs on things like sexuality and political is the next level scary thing.
I'm so fucked.
I don't know. I'm not like, I haven't made any decisions yet. I also never post in there. I don't know.
I'm not necessarily there yet. I do need to look more into it, but I do think it's frightening.
Yeah.
Speaking of frightening, did you see the new Elizabeth Smart documentary?
No, a new one.
There's a new one that just came out on Netflix. Her whole family is involved.
Do you know how intense this was? Because I'm from Utah, and this happened when I was in high school, and I went to school with her cousin. So like the whole school was involved in her like search party and everything like that. Like it was very close to home.
The one that had the attempted kidnapping?
She was kidnapped.
No.
Oh.
Her cousin, one of her cousins, but I'm sure she has a big family.
Oh, yeah.
So
no, but yeah, it was a wild fucking time.
Wait, that's crazy that you were there during all of it in the epicenter. So I'm almost done with it. I actually do recommend. I know that case back and front in terms of how I am about shit like that. And then if you were alive at that time, you so distinctly remember it. There were a couple sticking points that were really interesting to me that had never occurred to me before. I understand why the immediate reaction is to look at the family, because 9 times out of 10, especially when we're talking about, husband and wife and kid, it usually is the dad or a close relative. I will say, I even remember my mom back then, because it was kind of the narrative that was being spun on the media, that they're like, the dad is suspicious, whatever. It's so sad that he just had absolutely nothing to do with it. But something he pointed out in the documentary is that the search parties got smaller and smaller when they started being suspicious of him. So in terms, like, and it's like how they possibly infringed on her being found sooner. I know with intimate detail what happened to her. I've heard her firsthand account before. I had to fast forward through parts of her describing. It's so the blind rage that I feel and just sick to my stomach, as any normal person would feel, of hearing what happened to this poor 14-year-old girl. Mm-hmm. Like, I hate when people are like, oh, I would have, because they started taking her into town, and how I would have screamed how this, cop totally fucked up, found them in a library one day and was like, I need to look at her under her mask. And he was like, this is my daughter, religious reasons, we can't do that. And he bought it and just walked away. And they were like, why didn't she scream? But that
Going
creepy,
to parties. They went to house parties.
for the creepy woman had her hand on her thigh. I don't think you can speak to that unless you've ever experienced it. She was horribly abused, sexually assaulted, living in the woods. They're telling her every day that, you know, their religion says that this is okay, and you'd be kind of indoctrinating her into that. I mean, she's a child. Like, my God, it's just so upsetting. And then I didn't know that he tried to kidnap her cousin because his goal. He told her he was trying to gather 7 wives, little girls.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he was going after her family.
There's the amount of conspiracy theories that float around because, you know, when they did start looking at the family and the dad, because they were very prominent in the Mormon church, and that they tried to like paint a story that she was like this rebellious girl who like got pregnant, and they organized this whole thing just to like, so she could disappear to like finish out her pregnancy or something. It was it was so crazy, the stories that were spun. But I mean, it was weird that like when he initially took her away, like she was very close to the house.
Right. She said at one point she could hear her name being yelled. Like they were not far from where she was. Her poor sister. It's crazy that one day, months in, it just like came to her. And then another fuck up. The police, she had the sketch that she came up with was him exactly. And the police were saying, and I understand some of their thought process because they're like, we don't want this person to be aware that we know what they look like. Yeah. So they don't want to put it out there. But the family,
that they changed their appearance. Yeah.
But then the family was like, fuck this. We're going forward with they're not, doing enough and whatever. And they ended up going to.
So is this documentary out?
Yeah, it just came out on Netflix.
Okay.
It's definitely worth watching. And also, we love if we're talking about true crime, something that is victim centric and her being able to tell her own story, which I think is really important. Mm-hmm. Also, can I just say, and this is basement, we're probably getting close there anyway. I didn't have this on there, but just thinking about it, people who fetishize true crime, and you just said conspiracy theorists, shame on you for people who are just constantly spinning things and little armchair experts out there. When I'm thinking specifically of the Idaho 4 case, new crime scene photos have been released. The people that are consuming it's basically to be able to hold law enforcement accountable. Like, it's not for your fun consumption. You know who else is seeing these photos for the first time? Their families. So honestly, if you're doing that, knock it off. I mean, the coven is cool, so I doubt it, but I'm really sick to death of that. Stop. Kind of a left turn, depending on who you ask. Brooklyn Beckham, you guys.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Tell them what happened and what are your thoughts on it?
So when I read everything that he said, I think there is truth to what he said, but I also think his family might have good reason for the way they felt about him marrying this lady, Nicola. I've also, people that have come forward who have worked with her personally, know her personally, are just like, she sucks. So I can get that. But also, I do feel like Victoria Beckham, it's funny, we're talking on one of our last episodes about like boy moms and how they can be. And she does kind of give that energy of just like, no one's going to be good enough for my sweetie boo. That if she just even catches a whiff or doesn't like you, that's it. And she's going to make it real uncomfortable and real known. So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of truth on both sides and then somewhere in the middle. And I know that's not the best, most interesting stance to take, but like, there are a family that are built so much on like their image and fame. And now the kids are just kind of like, been brought up into all of that and not really having tons of autonomy. So I understand that could be frustrating, but also like, I don't know where I was going with that. What are your thoughts?
I think that I too am going to have to split the difference. I will say I have a sensitivity, obviously, as the child that is no contact with my only living parent. I think that 98% of the time, the parent is the problem. And I'm not saying there can't be a child who is the issue for sure, but I tend to side with the kid because it's devastating. It's hard to have to make that choice. It goes against nature. It fucking sucks. There's nothing fun about it. Even if you make that choice for yourself, it is painful. And especially under public scrutiny to have to do that. However, I do think there was probably validity in what he said. I think that it's possible there's some brainwashing with the Peltz family. I also want to be clear. Nicola Peltz's dad, not a great guy. Besties with Trump. Besties with Larry Ellison, who we were talking about before. There are no ethical billionaires. So I think that there's some real sus shit on her side of the family. Unfortunately, this is all parasocial, so we can't really speak to it
I hate
definitively.
speculating on people I don't know. And it's like
billionaires, in which case they suck. But something that was interesting to me, I didn't know that she dated Anwar Hadid for 2 years, and his oldest sister,
Alana,
came out and said, that girl has been trying to be famous. Like, there's some things, money can't buy you class. Sometimes money can't buy you clout. She came out with that movie, which was apparently horrific and made $628. Doll hairs, you guys. Not 628,000, 628 doll hairs. It's called Lola.
Oh.
It's apparently really bad. So I think that there's somewhere in the middle. I do think that it sounds more like it was Mark Anthony's fault for calling Victoria out to do this dance. I think that what Brooklyn meant by that was he felt inappropriate because it was uncomfortable to his wife. I don't think that Victoria Beckham was pussy popping on a handstand at his wedding.
No. But it was really direct, inappropriate attention pointed at the wrong person. You know, like when it's your wedding day, why is someone else getting spotlight? I don't know.
Right. And people are saying there's discrepancy about her narrative around the dress. And I also do get that. But maybe at the time she wasn't wanting to put family business on blast. Can I be a little bit of a bitch for a second?
Sure.
So you worked for a whole year with Valentino. I thought her wedding dress, her original one, was ugly.
I don't even remember what
it was really basic. It had like thick, Old Navy looking tank top straps, and it was just really underwhelming to me. I think she looks beautiful as a brunette. I think her yellow blonde, it's always offensive to me when really rich people have bad plastic surgery and bad extensions. It's like, why is your hair that color when you have all that money? I don't get it. But for a year, for that to be working on, I was like, ooh. I think their renewal thing, she looked gorgeous. Incredible dress. So
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we see this time and time again where it is a very famous, very credible designer coming out with something that looks horrifying.
It's a Fritz Bernays.
It's a Fritz Bernays.
It's Fritz Bernays.
I mean, yeah, no. And the thing is, I don't like to like talk shit on people's like wedding dresses because it is so subjective. And when personal taste really comes, I mean, like I did not have the most traditional type of wedding dress, and a lot of people had feelings about it, but I didn't care because I loved it.
Right, and I'm not trying to be nasty.
No, I know, no, I get it, but sometimes it is one of those things where it's like
you should dazzle me.
Maybe you should have got a couple second opinions. I don't know, dazzle me. Yeah, I don't know. And also, people are saying like maybe she had a second dress that Victoria was designing for her that she was going to wear for like reception or who knows. I don't know.
Well, and look, even if the parents can't get out of their own way, I will say I have compassion even for my parent, because I also think that losing a child in that way is probably hard, even if you are delusional about why and you can't see that you are the problem. I'm sure that beyond him just airing their business out, I'm sure they're crushed that he's their first son, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's horrible.
I know it is such a bummer when like people do start airing out very personal, dirty laundry with little context. Like him saying the bit about, and my mom would bring around people from my past just to try to like disrupt things or ruin my relationship. Again, in what context and who are we talking about and how was that going down? Is that just how you saw things, or was it genuinely like that was the malicious intent?
Well, and also, I didn't know this. Nicola Peltz is 4 years older than him, and they started dating when he was 21. And there's a difference between an age gap when you're in your 30s or 40s than when you're in your early 20s.
I thought she was like 5 years older.
Yeah, so it's not like the worst thing I've ever heard, but it's also like I do think there's a dynamic at play with that.
Yeah, that's really young and very impressionable. And if you're a woman who is, let's say 26, dating a 21-year-old, and you're really pressing the issue of marriage and wanting to get married and I don't know if I made this up, but I kept reading that she was very much like wanting to get married before she was 30. And so, yeah, he probably was like enamored by her and thought she was the fucking best and wanted to lock it down. But I don't know. He seems to really love her. So I hate to say any. Yeah,
I don't doubt that at all. But I just think, me, I don't even like talking to someone who's like 3 days younger than me. I'm like, as a 25 or 6-year-old, talking to a 21-year-old, ugh.
I'm over here like cougar time. But no, that's way too. But that's 21 is too. I don't know what the fuck would I talk to you about?
Yeah, even I think that money changes things. That's so young to get married. You are not fully formed. You don't even.
I mean, I feel that way too about a lot of people who have success at a young age and grow up, in the spotlight and the celebrity. Like I think we've talked about Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah,
I also think you can't. He obviously has a tremendous amount of privilege. He grew up very wealthy. The photo book.
The photo book, you guys.
I didn't know about that. Explain.
Oh.
So in case they don't know.
So he came out with a photography book because, you know,
good.
imagine having access like that and parents who, you know, your mom was a pop star and your dad was one of the best football, soccer players, whatever, in history. And you're over here with no real talent to speak to. And so, yeah, he decided he's going to come out with this whole like photo album book of pictures that a 3-year-old could take. Like one specifically that stands out is a picture of the elephant, which is like completely backlit. It looks like, you know, a throwaway picture that you would not even include in a recap of a trip. And he printed that. They were just like the worst pictures. And I think, you know, sometimes they don't need to be the cleanest, sharpest images, but they need to speak to you in a way. These did not speak for anything.
He's like beautiful to look at, hard to
Capture
photograph.
or hard to photograph.
It's like taking a photo of like the SS Carpathia. It's like a big ass boat. Like, what do you mean? I think that sometimes rich kids need to be told no. Like, that's an example of a nepo baby. But then when he started doing his
like cooking videos, and it was like
not adding salt. Yeah, he thinks he's a chef.
And they were like, it was like me trying to cook. And if anyone watched me try to attempt at cooking anything, they would be so nauseous. But
do you know what I would be?
What?
If I was rich?
What?
Quiet.
Yeah.
I'd be enjoying my own goddamn life. Just like
have like hobbies, but don't make them, you know,
our problem.
Like you enjoy, you know what? You love photography. Take all the pictures you want. You don't need a book. You like cooking, but you're like not that great at it. You don't need a cooking show.
Get a chef. You can afford one.
Yeah.
Take a cooking class. Let's start there.
We need to encourage saying no to people. Too many yes people. And that's how we wind up with these things. That's how we wind up with the Brooklyn Beckham.
Anywho, it is sad. And I know that the internet is having a fun time with it, but it's obviously hard when families can't work it out. I believe that they love each other, and I'm sure they're just.
I believe
crushed.
that's why that it's turned into this is because they have such closeness and love for each other.
Also, someone was like, "Your mother-in-law is Posh Spice. She could drop kick me at my wedding," and I'd be like, "Thank you." It's so true.
Period. Victoria Beckham, I love Victoria Beckham beauty. I'm wearing.
Are you? What are you wearing?
It's sort of like a skin tint that she did in collaboration with Augustina's Bader, who does like incredible face moisturizing. So it's like skincare with skin tint in it, and it's really amazing, and I love it. I also love all of her eyeliners, and her bronzer.
Do you know what I think would be an incredible collab? Me and the Beckhams, in terms of you guys have an opening for a kid. I do not have parents.
Yeah.
I also would like to pay off my student loans this year. So let's.
You also have more talent. You could really contribute to that.
So
family.
true. I would personality hire of the family.
Well,
so
yeah, but also talent too.
Thank you. So I'm just like, maybe you're looking. I don't know. Should we jump into the basement?
Yeah.
Who's in your basement?
I'm gonna put the Marriott in my basement. But okay. In general, what the fuck happens at hotels? If you book a hotel room and you specifically, if it gives you the option and there's different pay tiers for different options, and you want a particular view and you want a king bed, or you want and you want queen beds, whatever you select and you pay for and you get confirmation for, when you check in, should be the room that you get. Why, when we go to check in, this man looks at us and goes, "Would you be willing to switch your room with 2 beds?" I'm like, "No, because we're 2 people, but we don't want 2 beds. I booked the king over a month ago because that's the room that we wanted and needed." And he's like looking, I didn't say all that, but I was just like, no. He does, they type for 10 to 15 minutes nonstop, doing God knows what. Let's update that system for them. And he's like, yeah, so we only have 2 bedrooms. How? I don't know. When I check into places and I want to upgrade my room or get a different type of room and they tell me it's not available, I assume it's because they're allotted to people that booked that room before I did and got there and changed my mind. So I don't know, just poor planning. And then the man was just like, "I'm really sorry." And I'm just like, well, you're giving me no option. It's literally 7:00 at night. Where the fuck am I going to go? And then he said he was going to give me points, and he never did. So I didn't even earn points for the bullshit that I paid to stay there. And he said I was going to be gifted points, and they didn't give it to me. So I'm really angry. Basement.
Well, it's also kind of like doctor's appointments, like that you have a scheduled time we've agreed upon, and then they're always an hour and 15 minutes late. And it's like, I held up my end of the bargain. I made the reservation. I did the thing.
I just don't understand when you book something and you pay for that specific thing, you either, if they have to change it, it's equal or greater value that you get bumped to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but like, I just, yeah, it was very upsetting. But we shared a small double bed.
Ugh, God, my nightmare.
Yeah, no,
Even with someone I love.
I was in a terrible mood about it. And then, of course, we were just like starving. So we went downstairs to eat and it was just, yeah, Marriott Courtyard, get your shit together.
Bummer. Bon voyage.
But yeah, I told him like next time we'll just, because we stayed at the hotel before that you and I stayed at, the Kimpton, and it was nice.
Lovely.
Great. Wonderful. Robes. I'm like, next time we're going to do that. I was trying to like cut some corners, save a few bucks because we're traveling quite a bit in the next little while. So I used my points. And then yeah, anyways.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Sorry. That Kimpton we had stayed in, obviously there. And then I remember one of my Miami trips, I got back from a strip club at like 8 a.m. and had to go straight to the airport. One of the worst flights of my goddamn life, but great hotel. Anywho.
Who's in your basement?
We got a lot today.
Well, yeah, I mean, and then let's put
Christy Nome, you bird-legged bitch.
Greg Bavino. Who the fuck else? Stephen Miller. He can just go back in there as well.
I'm going to put, ICE. It's obviously fuck ICE. I'm going to put all 7 and I'm going to name them in the states. House Dems who voted for DHS and ICE funding. We have Henry Cuellar, Texas, Jared Golden, Maine, Laura Gillian, New York, Dong Davis, North Carolina, Tom's Susie, New York, Vincent Gonzalez, Texas, Maria Glusenkamp Perez, Washington. Fuck that shit. I don't know that we're voting our way out of this at this point, but we need to be holding our people accountable. I posted resources today, which will be gone by the time you guys hear this, or maybe they won't. We need to be blowing up our reps right now. This is complete bullshit. You can find scripts online. You can email if you're not comfortable, but no one is coming to save us, and I'm real sick of it.
No.
So actually, it's a kind of a short list, but it includes all of them. I mean, I said online, I really do mean this. What happened to taking care of each other as a community? It's like every man for himself. It's all these oligarchs who have convinced people and brainwashed them that this vulnerable population is the reason their life is bad, and it's just not it.
That's the part I just can't get past. I've never been like, wow, I don't give a fuck if someone's here illegally.
Why is that? Because no one can be illegal on stolen land.
That's correct. But also, I just don't know if someone's coming here for a better life and they just want to like work and like, great. It does not affect my life whatsoever. So anyway, hope that helps.
Hope that helps. We love you. We're thinking about all of you out there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being our community.
Yeah.
Tell your like-minded friends about this podcast so we can keep doing this for a really long time.
Period. Until next time.
I think that's it for the day.
That's all. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Babe, you're gonna see the power of women, like disrespectfully.